There are two significant differences between mobile cameras and large dedicated cameras that won't ever change: sensor size and the optics in front of those sensors. In the fundamentals of filming, we will cover these topics in depth, but here's a summary. Your sensor is what captures light and translates it into signals that can be recognized by a computer. Different shapes of glass in front of your sensor affect how the light is directed to it. A measurement we call focal length helps us understand how the glass in the lens affects the light passing through it. A focal length of 50mm is about what the human eye sees. A greater focal length produces a tighter image, zooming in and compressing the look, while shorter focal lengths produce a wider image, warping it outwards, giving the fisheye look. Different sizes of sensor capture different areas of light from the same lens. There are many different sensor sizes. A full-frame sensor is found on high-end cameras and captures at a ratio of 1:1. Smaller sensors capture a smaller area of the same light, causing them to zoom in. This results in the effective focal length increasing without changing how the light is warped. Because mobile phones have to have small sensors, they are often zoomed in by a ratio of around 7:1. This results in them having to use incredibly wide lenses at the 3 to 6mm range, which is equivalent zoom to a full-frame camera having a focal length of 21 to 42mm. What this means is that it is impossible to get anywhere near the optics required to achieve a natural look on a mobile phone. A 50mm lens on a phone sensor would end up being like shooting on a 350mm lens on a full-frame camera. Just to fit someone's face in your photo, they would need to be standing several meters away from you. Although phones have become incredibly smart and do a lot of processing to reduce the fisheye look, they can't change how the physics of light bends. This is why when you shoot pictures on your phone, you end up with a bigger nose, smaller ears, look wider and less defined than you do in real life. On a side note, it's one of the reasons you shouldn't compare how you look in your photos to that of models in the fitness industry using this knowledge to their advantage. Because of the larger focal length of dedicated cameras, you get a much deeper looking image with a sharper subject and that beautiful blurred out background. On top of this, they can record the image with more data, capturing more details in both the highlights and the shadows, whilst also allowing you to control how that image is captured and processed. This enables you to do an incredible amount to your image during the edit. So what's best for you? The likelihood is that buying a dedicated camera isn't going to speed up your workflow or enable you to earn any more from the content that you're creating, unless you are a videographer or selling a high-end product. For most, a mobile phone produces an acceptable image, and you will gain a lot more value from focusing on the content and your ability to capture and edit it efficiently. Even if you get a dedicated camera, you will still find yourself needing to make fast and organic content as well as just doing general work on your phone. So here's what I would do if I were you. There's no rush to buy a new camera. Consider it an upgrade when you're ready. Get started on your phone and just get creating. Learn how to make a good video, edit a compelling story, and provide value that hooks before you overwhelm yourself by adding more variables to the mix. See you soon.